Hi, today we're going to demonstrate how you take a macro sample. The word macro comes from the fact that these are collected little animals that can be seen with the naked eye, as opposed to micro, where you would need a microscope. So we would go out into the stream, and Carl here, one guy holds the net down, and this is a special net that is a very fine mesh, because what we are capturing are really fairly small animals that you can just see with the naked eye. A very fine mesh, and in the bottom of the net there are pieces of lead to hold that down near the bottom of the stream. Although most of the time in swift water, Carl and I have to put some rocks on here to hold it down. So as Carl puts it down in the water, I'm going to put it down in the water, Carl. He would put it down the water, and if it is swift, as I said, we would put rocks down here to hold it down tight. And then I would get up above, say, 8, 10 feet, 12 feet perhaps, and agitate the bottom of the rocks, straighten the rocks over, turn some of them over, and on some days we actually pick up the rocks and rub the bottom of them with perhaps a brush. Hopefully, of course, I'm above stream from Carl, and then as the water goes down, hopefully the macros, the small invertebrates, catch into the net. And then he lifts that up, we take it up on the bank, and we'll show you that next step then.
Normally speaking, we don't do flow measurements in the Yellow Breeches because it's too dangerous. The flow measurements on the smaller streams, so the tributaries, it actually helps to establish maybe reasons why a particular test results in what it does. Naturally, a higher flow could mean that they're catching nitrogen from the bank.
Now, when they get a net full here, looks like they have a pretty good net full. What are they going to do with that?
They'll bring it right here, and they'll take it right up here and put it on the stand, and then we're going to start counting the different types of, macros. Hopefully, and if history repeats itself, we will get a lot of macros that cannot stand pollution.
Got some nice sized crayfish in there.
You got a mini in there?
Yeah, when a mini.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's good.
Look at this guy here hanging onto the stick.
What in the world? Oh my gosh.
He's hanging onto that stick.
Let's get that mini out of the down in the thing.
Maybe he'll be okay in here.
You can certainly see that guy.
This looks like a young walleye.
Now you're putting him in that little tray. What's the purpose of putting him in the little tray here?
I will tell you that.
Okay, we have it divided. The tray is divided up into different classifications. One of this section right here is a 1, and that means that all class 1 macros are put in here, and the class 1 macros are the ones who cannot stand much pollution. So we're hoping that we fill this particular section up a lot. Class 2, they can stand some pollution, but not a lot. And these are beetles, clams, crane flies, crayfish, and we have a few of those. And then class 3 is the type of macros who can stand quite a lot of pollution. And so again, if you get a preponderance of class 3, you don't have very good water quality. So what we're hoping for is a whole bunch of class 1s.
Already got a riffle beetle.
Yeah, good.
I don't know how good your camera is here. Here's a
Oh, there's a good, maybe that white
Stonefly.
Stonefly.
yeah, it is.
And that's a good one, right?
Yeah. In other words, stoneflies can only live in water that is fairly well oxygenated. You would not find them in a actual lake. It's definitely a male crayfish. These are small appendages on the abdomen to hold the eggs, and in the male they're stiffened to transfer the sperm to the female.
Nice size scud.
Yeah.
Very good trout bait. I mean, excuse me. Well, good trout, but better bass bait. Here, sorry.
Oh, that's right.
So how does this catch compare to others that you've done? Is this one pretty good?
This is pretty
Yeah,
typical for
it's
the yellow
typical
breeches.
for the yellow breeches. Yeah, you know, thank goodness the yellow breeches still is a pretty good stream, and we hope to keep it that way.
So how long did it take you to learn to identify all these macros?
To be, you know, fairly proficient at it, it probably took us a couple, 3 months worth of going out. We were very fortunate in that we had a gentleman who's named Dr. Solar, who used to teach biology in Shippensburg College, and he had some classes on it, and that helped us quite a lot. And just doing it, and you become more and more proficient. He used to go out with us just to confirm what we were saying was correct, but I believe he thinks we're good enough to be on our own now. So. We did not get I did not get the stonefly.
Three.
Three? Four? All right. What's that guy swimming there?
$17,000.
Now they're taking a second sample. It looks like they're in a different part of the stream, I guess, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't want to take it in the same area.
And they take 3 samples altogether?
They take three samples.
And how many times do you do this during a season? Do you do this?
Okay, we do it in the spring, and this is our first one for this year in the spring and in the fall. So we do each site twice a year. I think the minimum they recommend is once a year, but you know, it just seems that if you do it in spring and fall, you get a little better record of what that particular stream is doing. Hey, I have a pair of nylon gloves.
All right, we're only doing one more.
Well, here, take these then, Harvey.
No,
These are
I'm good.
Very good.
Another male.
You got another one?
I can take him down. He's pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
Look how he got his claws crossed there. He's saying, please put me back.
Hoping for the best, right? We're going to do one more time to, you know, to get one more net full, but it's rather obvious already that the water quality continues to be good here, based on just what we have.
No, these are pretty small here, so I don't know if you can pick some of them up or not that are crawling on the rocks, see them? Now these here are most of your stone flies and mayflies. They have the 3 tails. Some have 2 tails on the back. I don't know if you can pick it up there, but they're right in. There's some crawling around. You can see the 3 tails on that one. See, that looks like that could be the start there of one of the caddis little houses that they built with the little stones right in there, and I don't know if you can pick it up.
I see another one.
Got some big crayfish this time.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We didn't get too much in small stuff, but we got the big crayfish.
You got a minnow?
Yeah,
There's
the
a
nice
minnow in
minnow.
Let's get the minnow back in the water. That's a big one.
I don't know if you can see that mini that's in there.
It's an unusual minnow, though, isn't
Yeah,
it? Carl,
it
look
is.
at the
Look at the
pectoral
markings
fins.
on it.
Look at the pectoral fins.
Yeah. I'm not sure what kind they are.
I'm wondering, honestly, I'm wondering if it's a young walleye.
It could be, I don't know.
See how the stripes are?
Yeah. I'll take these down.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a big one. Two big ones, huh?
They're all males. Where's the females?
That's what they want to know.
Hey, these broke two males again.
You got the important
Penny?
Art, you were saying that sometimes you attract people who want to know what you're doing here?
Yes, it's ironic that many times we're down here, and it's especially true when we're doing macros. They come over and ask us what we're doing and why we're doing it, and they get genuinely interested. We get a kick out of them. They, you can tell that just by their facial expression that they're really into, what we're doing. We keep hoping that we're going to find somebody sometime that will say, well, we want to volunteer. And that's one thing that we want to do, is to attract more volunteers. Woo!
8 stoneflies. Got the large minnow, only 2 caddis, 1 riffle beetle, 5 worms of the generic type.
Aquatic worms.
Aquatic worms.
5.
Looks like 2 water pennies. That's about it. Get this minnow back down.
Okay. But as you can see here, that when we do the calculation here, you can see there's a lot more group 1, which is the sensitive macros, and in the somewhat sensitive, just a quick 7, 3, 10, 11. There's only 11 here, and only 5 creatures that are tolerant, which were the aquatic worms which we just found. So obviously, as we guessed before, the water quality here at this site is still very good.